Good morning, my dear students. Miss you so much. Let's continue our session, what we have covered yesterday about factorizing trinomial. As we said yesterday that we have covered 3 methods of factorizing, and this is the 4th method we're gonna cover today, or from yesterday. We're covering the 4th method for factorizing. Let's revise the example, the previous example, because I want to stress on something. Factor the following polynomial: x squared plus 8x plus 12. As we said that this is a trinomial, or this expression consists of 3 terms. Okay. First question I have to ask myself: does it have a greatest common factor? Can I take a greatest common factor from these 3 terms? No, it's very clear that I cannot take a common factor from these 3 terms. Also, it's not a binomial, it's a trinomial, so I will go for the new method of factorization, which is factorizing the trinomial. Okay. Here, if I have such a problem, x squared plus 8x plus 12, the only thing I will do, the first thing, I will open 2 brackets. Okay. Here, x squared, so first term in each bracket I will write the x, and this is the easiest part of the problem. As I said yesterday, skip the second term and go for the last term. Skip the second term and go for the last term, and check its sign. If it's a positive sign, so both brackets will have the same sign of the middle term. They will take the same sign of the middle term. So rule number 1, I will open 2 brackets. I will write x squared. I will write x here and x here. The first term in each bracket I will write x. This is easy. Then skip the second term and go for the last term, or the third term. Check its sign. If it is a positive sign, so I will put the same sign of the second term in both brackets. Then I will go on my rough paper, make write the products or the factors and the sum. What does this mean? It means I want to know all the factors of 12, or the factors of the third term. Rule number 3, I have to find out the factors of the third term, here in our problem, the 12. What are the factors of 12? What are the 2 numbers? If I multiply them together, the answer will be 12. I will find out the factors of 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Do I have any other factors for 12? If I multiply them together, the answer will be 12. I believe not. These are the 6 factors of 12. Here on the other side of my table, I will write the sum because I have here positive sign. So I will write the sum. Sum of what? Sum of each 2 numbers of the factors. 1 plus 12 will give me 13. Why I'm doing this, I will tell you later. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Type. Which of these 2 numbers, when I added them together, they gave me the middle term, which is 8. 2 and 6. So I will put in the 2 brackets, after putting the x's, and after putting the signs, I will put 2 and 6, because if I add 2 and 6 together, the answer will be 8. So 2 and 6 are factors of the third term, and when I add them together, they will give me the sum of 8. Let's take another example. Here, factor the polynomial x squared plus 13x plus 30. Again, here, I should ask myself first thing, can I take any common factor from this? wait 1 second, let me make it more clear here. Okay, wait 1 second, we do it like this. Okay, here factor the polynomial x squared plus 13x plus 30. Okay, here can I take any common factor here? It's obvious that they don't have these three terms, they don't have a common factor, so I will go for our new method, which is factorizing trinomial. يبقى first thing I will open two brackets. First I will write in the first term of each bracket, I will write the x here and x here. Type. Then skip the second term and go for the third term. I will check its sign. Is it a positive sign? Yes, it's a positive sign. So as long as the third term has the positive sign, so the two brackets will take the same sign of the middle term. يعني as long as the last term has a plus sign or positive sign, so I will write in each bracket the same sign of the middle term. يبقى rule number one, first thing I should do, I will open two brackets. Number two, I will write x in each bracket. In the first term of each bracket I will write x and x. Then I will go skip the second term and go for the third term. The third term I check its sign. Is it a positive sign? Positive sign. So both brackets will have the same sign of the middle term. يعني both brackets will take the same sign of the middle bracket. يعني I will put here plus and here plus. طيب يبقى أنا كده I put the x's and I put the signs. The remainder is the numbers, the second term of each bracket. I will write on my rough product and sum. Product, I will write down the factors. What are all the factors? If I multiply them together, the answer will be 30. 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. Type. Then I write, after writing down the factors of 30, I add each two factors together. 1 plus 30 will give me 31. 2 plus 15 will give me 17. 3 plus 10, 13. 5 plus 6, 11. Type. What of these two factors, if I add them together, their sum will be 13. 13. Their sum would be 13. Sorry, here I did a mistake. Here is 13. Yes. Okay. Which of these two numbers or two factors, when I added them together, the answer or their sum is 13. 3 and 10. 3 and 10, يعني factors of 30, 3 and 10, their sum is 13. So I will put here 3 and here 10, or here 10 and here 3. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the sequence. I don't care about the sequence. Okay, so here again, can I repeat this example again? X to the power of 2 plus 13x plus 30. Okay, here it's not differences of two squares, it's not differences or sum of two cubes, there is no common factor, so I will go for the fourth method, which is factorizing trinomial, because it is a trinomial expression. So when I have such a problem, quickly, immediately I open two brackets, and I write in the first bracket, in the first term, I write down the first term in each bracket, x and x, and one x here and one x in the other bracket. Then I skip the second term and go for the third term. Check its sign. If it is a positive sign, so the two signs inside the two brackets will take the same sign of the middle term or the second bracket. Here it's a positive, so I will write here plus and write here plus. Type. Then I will go in my rough paper, write product and sum. يعني product, what are the factors of 30? Factors of, يعني I can write it here we can write here, sorry, in other words, factors of 30. What are the factors of 30? Factors of 30 here, I write all the factors of 30. 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 5 times 6. I believe I don't have any other factors. If I multiply them together, or two numbers, if I multiply them together, the answer will be 30. These are all the factors for 30. Then I will go on the other side of my table and add each two factors together. Why بقى? Why do I add them together? Because I want to get the sum of these two factors, which will give me 13, the middle term or the second term. So here, if I add 1 plus 30, it will give me 31, 2 plus 15, 17, 3 plus 10, 13, 5 plus 6, 11. Type, which of these two factors their sum is 13? 3 and 10. So I will write down here 3 and here 10, or 10 and 3. It doesn't really matter. Which is where, it doesn't matter. Either here 3 or 10, it doesn't matter. Okay? So we're gonna stop here for today, and inshallah we're gonna continue our lesson tomorrow, inshallah. Hope you understand everything. See you tomorrow, inshallah, and take care of yourself.